What's going on, everyone, and welcome to Unlock the Keys. I am your host, Mykeya Latia, and on today's episode, we'll be unlocking the story of producer, singer, and songwriter, Kingdom Chellzzz.
What's up?
What's going on?
I feel good.
I don't have a round of applause, but
I feel good.
that's good. It feels so good out here. We got such great energy and
what is this, 70?
weather. It feels like 90 in here.
Oh yeah,
it feels like 90.
It do feel like 90.
Like, if y'all start seeing sweat through my shirt, don't even judge, please. Oh my goodness. So before we get started, I want to congratulate you on your marriage.
Thank you.
You are welcome. He's a newlywed, guys.
Yes.
So congratulations. I have to ask you, with today's society and generation, what did it mean to you to get married?
Getting married to me was it's big. It's like it's making that commitment. Apart from just having just a normal relationship, it's just having that person with you, that you wait so long for, and then it's like you meet them, and then it's like everything works out instead of just how normal relationships are. It's just like you waiting for the one, or you waiting for that one who who can vibe and do life with you. So it feel good.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
What's a marital lesson you've already learned?
I learned to be still, not to move so fast, because like a lot of times you had this notion in your head like how you gonna be, what you gonna do before you get married, and then it's like, but you never make room for like that other person to be them. So it's just like, oh, this what I'm gonna do, or this what I'm gonna do, and then you realize that may not even be what that person likes. So you just want to be still and kind of observe, even when you are married, and just get that feel of well, who is this person, or what do they bring to the table that we can mesh on, or things like that.
That's beautiful. That is really nice, because you think about, you're no longer, it's just not about you, it's about the other person.
Yeah.
So having to consider that person. So I do want everyone to know, so you have an interesting meaning behind your name.
Oh yeah.
Kingdom Chellzzz. So for those of you who don't know, it's Kingdom, but it's CHELLZZZ. Z?
Right.
3 Z's.
Yep, 3.
Okay, cool. So can you explain to everyone the meaning and the purpose behind your name?
Well, the first part of my name, Kingdom, is just because, I'm a Christian artist, and that just represents who God is, and, the whole nine. But Chellzzz, my name is Chelsea. I was sitting back trying to figure out, like what my name gonna be, and then my name was Chelsea. Some people used to call me Chellzzz. So then I was like, it'd be dope if I put like 3 Z's on there. And then it was like, okay, what would that mean? And it was one for the Father, one for the Son, and one for the Holy Spirit. Meaning, no matter how big like my name got, it will always keep me humble. Because if I was headlining, or if my name ever was like on a billboard or something, those 3 Z's will always allow me to understand why I do it, what's the purpose, and it's all for just just the kingdom and uplifting people.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow, it definitely keeps you grounded and humble, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. So tell me, what is your mission behind being a gospel artist?
My mission is to change people's lives. It's to allow them to see, like God and Christ in a way they may have never saw him before. Like it's a lot of times, like you get these people where it's like, no, I ain't trying to go over there because they about don't do this, don't do that. But that's not really who he is. Like that's not really what a Christian is. If you really think about it, we supposed to be the most liveliest people on the earth. Like we shouldn't be getting outshined by just everybody else. Like no, we supposed to be the light. Mm-hmm. We supposed to have fun. We supposed to be able to connect with anybody, not shun people. Not set certain categories. We supposed to be able to just get in there with everybody, make everybody feel loved, and pull that purpose out of everybody. So that's my whole mission. Apart from that, my label is called Holy Team. That's just to create like a group of people who can, where their gifts can just, expand, and where their gift can just be, seen. So as we just come together, like, as a team, just to allow people artistic sides, their views, to just be expressed and just all come together as like one. So
I like that.
yeah.
That's awesome. I love how you put that too. Well, many things you said, but most importantly, how we're supposed to be connecting to all people.
Yeah.
Not judging those and understanding that we all have our own walks.
Right.
And there was probably a point in our lives where we weren't our best version of ourselves,
Right.
our best Christian, and we weren't doing the things that we necessarily should have been doing. We may still be in those, trials, because that's just a part of life,
Yeah.
We're human, we're growing, and perfection isn't,
Yeah.
you will reach it, maybe one day, but that's, be yourself.
Right.
And I like how you point that out just to, so other people can understand, it's not just about, I have to just be perfect and do this.
Yeah.
No, you're supposed to understand life around you, understand the mission and the purpose and the desires that are put inside of you.
Yeah.
And
Right.
you know what I'm saying? And you progress from there, you learn
Right.
from there. You don't try and sit and say, oh, God, this is how I want my life to be, so cool, let's make it happen. No, why do you put me here? What you need
Facts.
me? You know what I'm
Facts.
saying?
That's real. A lot of people don't ask that question.
Yeah, because
Right.
that's what it is. Because when we try and follow, our plans for our life, it don't always align.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We
Right.
have to learn. You were supposed to come to me first. Then I will give you those desires and let you know what to do next. Then you will be able to be confident enough to say, hey, this is what I'm supposed to do next.
Facts.
And I got that from early Mac. I want to be looking at this and be like, I told you that, you did. But yeah, like that's important. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy you said that. And
Sweet.
so I asked you this before. Do you feel as though the genre of gospel, is it gonna always be a genre of gospel music, or do you think eventually it'll just branch off? It may not even be any more genres. It'll just be I am this artist, this is who I am, and this is what I have to deliver.
You know what? That would be dope actually if all the genres left, because it would just show like how we live as one anyway. Like if you walk across, or if you see somebody walking across the street, they don't look like a genre to you. Like it's just like these people. But I feel like gospel music, I feel like they're gonna try to keep it like that until it can't, until it can't be contained
Right.
like that. But that's what I feel. I feel like it's just gonna be just music. It's just gonna get to the point where it's just music. That's how I feel.
That's true. So speaking of music, let's jump into the music.
Hey.
You have an album EP called Open Doors.
Yeah.
So I've always tell you like two of my favorite songs are Celebration and Fearless.
Right.
So let's jump into Celebration.
Okay.
In this particular song, you reflected on the time where you lost your job and you had to move back in with your mom.
Yeah.
So tell me walk me through that time and tell me, what were some thoughts going in your head at that moment?
That time, that was a real crazy time for me. It was dark. It was like dry, desolate. I had no cash. So how it happened was, I had just got a job at GM. I was working. I'm like, yeah, this is about to be good. You know what I'm saying?
Big three.
It was good. I bought a car. I bought my own apartment. I was just living like, yes, this is good. And then it was like a year later, they was like, they pulled us all into like whatever GM room was, and then they started announcing like, hey, we're gonna start doing layoffs or whatever. And I was like, man. And that only gave us like a month in advance, like notice. So then I'm just like, bro, like what I'm gonna do? Like I ain't gonna have no money. Like I just bought this house, this car. I ain't gonna be able to pay for it. So then from there, it was like my life, it was just started going downhill. So I thought, it was just going downhill. And I was just remembering like I used to like have like probably like $50 left, and then I would like get like a hotel to stay in for the night. And then when I ran out of money, I remember one night I slept in the car, and then that's when it really hit me like this not my life. And I was just praying to God. I'm like, God, you got to do something, because like I don't got nothing else to do. I can't just be out here like this. And then my mom, she was just like, you could always come back home. So then that's when I moved back in with her, and then got my life together or whatever, and then got a new job, got married, and then just from there on out, I just had this greater passion like for God, greater passion for finding out like my self-worth, and just for life period, like really trying to find the essence of why are we here, because like when you run out of like resources, it kind of hits you like, well, I can't hold on to this no more, I can't hold on to that no more. So it's like, well, what do I actually have? And I feel like at the end of the day, you got God, you got your family, and you got love. Even if you broke, like, you always gonna have your family, you gonna always have God, and you gonna always have people who love you. So that's what got me through.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is deep.
That's what got me through.
That's amazing. I'm so happy you got through that moment.
Yeah.
You know, some people will fold,
yeah.
but you didn't. You said, okay, I'm here. Why am I here?
Yep.
Let's do better.
Yeah,
let's find better.
It pulled on like I don't know, that God particle inside of you. That's what it pulled on. Like it pulled on that. What are you really made on? It pulled on that warrior that's inside of each of us. Like that's what it pulled on.
Wow.
And that's how you know, like, can't nothing stop you now.
Wow.
Because I didn't went through everything that I could possibly go through.
Yep.
Yeah.
Whatever else is left, I'm gonna know how to handle it.
Let's get it.
Okay.
Let's get it.
Wow. What would you say like God was trying to tell you in those moments of, and how we look at it, at the high top with the material and the tangible items? What do you feel like from that transition? What God was trying to tell you?
He basically pulled I feel like he pulled my faith from anything tangible, because like that's what we fight so hard for. Like we want to get status, you want to get this. Like, I'm not saying those things are bad, because they're wonderful, they're beautiful, make life easier, but those things shouldn't have you. You can have it, but it shouldn't have you. So that's what it definitely it pulled that away from me, that just me holding on to what I can feel or what I can touch, and it made me understand, like, no, you're valuable, like the person who you are inside, like right here. This is the most valuable thing on earth, apart from all of that stuff.
Absolutely. Like the material, that's just the plus.
Yeah.
But like your inner soul, your spirit, that is what is going to make you.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna, here we go. That's what's gonna make a difference. You know what I'm saying? And I love that you said that, because we have to understand that, especially in a world of social media, like on these phones, we're so, fascinated with who liked this, who commented on this, how many followers do I have? Do they have enough followers to even associate with?
Yeah.
Like, that is such an issue. We can't live like that, because those are things that were never even supposed to be put in place to drive us or anything. That's,
That's real.
Exactly, like the tangible items, the material things you receive, that's a plus.
Right.
But your inner, that's eternity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
We gotta teach about it. And I say that, but Brandon, obviously, I get something nice, I'm like, oh, thank you God.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But he's like, that's not the blessing. But don't surround yourself around it.
Yeah.
And that's what we gotta realize, because what's given to us can be taken so quickly.
Right, and too, like, just to add to what you said, like, that's dope. Like, what's given to you is, like, I feel like everything in life that you attain, like, I feel like it's already yours. It's just like when you lose it, so to speak, like, let's say if you get it and you don't feel like this is you, that's the only time you lose things in life. Because I feel like, if you know this is what you're worth, your purpose, this is what I stand for, those things, they come to you. Like, you don't have to do this, that, and the third, to bend over backwards. Of course, you gotta get up, you work and you grind, but apart from that, like, you can't have that mentality where it's like, well, I need this, or you're gonna always need something, you know what I mean? And that was dope that you said that. Like, who you are, you already, like you already priceless. You're already priceless.
What more do you need?
Right.
Yeah, and I know in your bio you love to talk about self-worth and really, building yourself and loving yourself. Tell me, in what ways do you feed to that inner you?
Basically, you gotta talk to yourself sometimes. Like, when you're in a mirror, like, sometimes, thoughts may try to come, but you talk to yourself like, no, like, you great, no matter what it is. And then, you know, you always had that example in your life that, you know, kind of show you who you truly are. Like, no matter what happened, like, well, you know, you accomplished this in your life. So, like, what type of person will accomplish this? You know, it would be a great person. So you just had that energy. Also, just feeling good. Like, you just wake up, like being grateful. You know what? I would say being grateful. That's the thing. That's the thing that really keep you, you know, good with your self-worth, because it's just like, you know, it can be so much worse. You know, it can be chaotic, but when you're grateful for a lot of stuff, it keep you happy, it keep you motivated, and it keep you like powerful.
Yeah, gratitude is power.
Yeah, that's
like
real.
As simple as that. And I yes, we have to feed on that.
Yeah.
Because I don't care how big or how small the thing is, the situation is, find something to be grateful for.
Yeah.
Because that's the inner peace that you're going to develop, and to be able to appreciate and to receive more.
Yeah.
You know, like, God's not going to bless you with something more or greater if you can't appreciate what I've given you already.
Right.
How do I know you're responsible for a larger task?
Thanks.
And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and that's something that I have to, you know, I tell myself, you know, and I don't, you know, I know this is kind of getting off subject, but I do want to dig into it because I've seen a lot of kids, millennials per se, compare other people's lives to their own. And that is something that you can't sit here and compare what somebody else have and say, oh, I want that because I feel like I work hard to receive it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you may feel like you're working hard, but do you feel like you're really in position to be responsible of it, to keep it, to, you know, help it to grow and build it, whatever that thing may be? Or, you know what I'm saying, we be so anxious to see what other people have, but you don't know how they got that.
Yeah.
You don't know why they got it. You don't know how long they're going to keep it.
Yeah.
You know nothing about their story.
That's true. And two, you don't even know if they're happy. Like, that may make you happy, but at the same time, like, the people, they got a lot of stuff, but they're not happy.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, and happiness is everything. I can have $1 million. I can have foreign whips. I can have just this great look in my life, but then at the end of the night, like when I'm laying down to go to sleep, I can be miserable. Mm-hmm. And then it's like, what is that? Like, you know, I can't buy happiness, or like I can't buy this thing, so I got all this money, but it don't profit me nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like you said, this look, this image, you know, people are showing you what they want you to see.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna be like, oh, today was a rough one. Oh, barely made it, but you know, I'm here. Like, you got some people, but everybody's not gonna sit here and show you the process. You know, a lot of us, we want to come out, you know, shining. You know, like this is the armor. But I'm not gonna steer too deep. But I know Brene Brown, she talked about the power of vulnerability, like being vulnerable and, you know, opening that door.
Yeah. And
being vulnerable, knowing the intent of your vulnerability, not being vulnerable because I'm looking for a response, but being vulnerable because I've healed from this situation and I'm able to open up and express what I went through and where I'm at. Yeah. So the strength and vulnerability. But yes, and you know, speaking of which, you also have another great song, and it's called Fearless. Yeah. So let's tie all this in. What does it mean to you to be fearless?
What it means to me to be fearless is just having that courage in spite of what's going on. Like, not to say like we don't get scared sometimes, because like a lot of times, a lot of situations are scary, but being fearless, you have this extra push that's like, okay, so what's behind this thing that's trying to, like, you know, poke his head out at me? Because that's the real goal. Like, or what is this trying to stop me from getting? You know what I mean? And that's what caused me to just tap into something deeper and just say, no, let's go for it. Like, I couldn't swim until, was it this year? I couldn't even swim. But then I was like, you know, thanks to my babe, she was like, you need to learn how to swim. Like, you need to learn how to swim. And then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna learn how to swim this summer or whatever. And then I can swim now.
Wow.
But it was because of that, you know, just having that fearlessness. I was scared in the mud. Because I can't swim. You know that typical black people can't swim.
All I can do is playing dead. What is it? The floating. And I've been telling myself, Mykeya, you need to take some swimming lessons now. You love water. You need to be confident in this water.
I did not mess with water, but
I know it is a black stigma. What is that? Like, get out of that. No. You need to be swimmers. That's crazy.
Get out and swim. Get out and swim, y'all. Yeah. But you know, that fearless, I guess that courage is what caused me to actually keep going. And, you know, there's just a lot of things in life where it's like, well, no, I can't be this. And it's like, well, why not? You know, we always say why we can't, but we never say why we can, or like, how can I? You know, and I feel like we need to cut that can't out of our life. Oh, can I share something?
Please, unlock the keys.
All right, unlock it then.
Hello.
Unlock it. But,
all right, now put you on the thing.
But no, I had this one time I was praying one day, and then you know, I saw like can't. It was written in front of me like can't, and then as I kept looking at that word, the can't, like the can separated itself from the T, and the T represented the cross. And then this also gave me more courage, because it was like I can through the cross, like I can through Christ, I can through the power that lives in me. And so now when I see a can't, that's what I really see now, instead of seeing can't.
Wow, I love that.
That's fearless.
There you go.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking of the apostrophe, and I'm just, wow.
Yeah.
That is incredible. That is exactly how you turn anything around.
Yeah.
Look for that good, and you will find it.
Facts.
Like, and my twin sister Mykeya always said, being fearless is having less fear.
Dope.
And she just cut it dry to me like that. And I said, wow, you know, I know the word, but
yeah.
I know it, now I can get like a deeper understanding of it. And we always talk about, you know, going back to that childhood and thinking about the things you've always wanted to do as a child. Children are fearless.
Yeah.
Children will say in a heartbeat, I'm gonna be the next president, I'm gonna be, you know, a firefighter. And not to say that they can't, because they can. And they believe it, and they will work at it. And I think about, you know, me as a child, there was a million things I said I'm gonna do. And I did it. Like, you know, having that support system to do those things.
Yeah.
Like my parents were, okay, so what you want to do? Cool, you want to write a book? All right, write a book. Wrote a book. Oh, you want to be a fashion designer? Drew some clothes. Okay, want me this big old picture to draw. Oh, you want to be a teacher? Okay, let's teach you some books. Like, you know, different things like that. Yeah, entrepreneur. We made blue jean purses. Sold them. Hey, we sold them. It was crazy. Like, we ripped up my dad's old jeans because we wanted to be fashion designers, and we wanted to sew, and we wanted to be entrepreneurs.
That's what's up.
We did it, and it's crazy because life, the older you get, life starts to put labels on you.
Yeah.
You start to adapt to things. You start to become a sponge to things.
Yeah.
And especially, I refer back to the social media era. We start to look at things, and people don't want to jump out and be themselves because they're afraid of being judged.
Yeah.
But I love this book, The Alchemist. And in The Alchemist, it talks about how when we were younger, it's more likely when we've known our personal legends, the things that we desire to do, and who we desire to be the purpose in our life.
Yeah, I feel like as we grow older, like whatever, like that insecurity in us get fed instead of that child, or instead of that real person of who you are. You start feeding off insecurity, because it's like, well, are they gonna like me in school? You know, you go in school, and then it's like, I don't like your shirt. And then from there on, it's like,
you'll never wear that shirt again.
You know, let me throw this away. And then from there on, you just in that rat race to just become accepted by people when you were always accepted. And a lot of times too, it's like we try to fit in a circle that's not good for us. So then we try to like be accepted by this circle that is not gonna pour back into us. But if we was just ourselves, it'd be like, you know, you would gain on right people that can talk to you when you down, not the people that disappear when you don't look like how they want you to look.
Exactly.
Or when you don't sound like how they need you to sound, or when they just need you, you know what I mean? We want real people in life.
Yeah, and don't go look for validation from those who don't even belong in your life.
Right.
If you even have to look for validation, you are in the wrong place.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Because those who are for you will see that on you.
Yeah.
You won't have to, so did I do this right? What you think about that? You know, it's one thing to get feedback, yeah, but don't look for validation.
Yeah.
That's just a whole separate entity that you don't even need to be in.
That's real.
Yeah.
That's real.
Yes. And I do want to address this too, though, for those of you who are looking for that purpose in your life. Go back to that inner child. Go back to that inner child, and what did that child need? What did that child want? And what did that child say that they were going to do when they were fearless? Do that. You know? That's so important. And I want to ask you, so what is it that you want your audience to take from you?
All my audience to take from me is that basically what we was just talking about, be yourself, be genuine, learn who you are. Because a lot of times we don't even take time to learn who we are. Like, we feel like we know who we are when it's like you really don't. Like, take that time and just be still sometime. Understand why certain things make you mad. You know what I mean? Understand why you act a certain way. And then you will know who you are. I want y'all to get from me, you know, self-worth. I want y'all to understand that I'm exactly who I am right now all the time. Like, I don't change, but it's only because I put that effort into knowing who I am. And you can be that way. Also, I want y'all to get dope music from me. Dope music, my style. I want y'all to have fun learning me on this journey, and just let's do it. Like, let's have fun. Let's be great.
That's awesome. Well, you I was gonna ask you another question, but you kind of answered it.
Dope.
Okay, no.
Dope. That's like
it's like you were here before or something. I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah. It's weird. Deja vu.
Kind of crazy. But I do want to know, so before we wrap the interview up, I would love for you to give all of your, all the audience your contact information. Tell them again your EP and where they can find it.
I'm Kingdom Chellzzz. Make sure y'all follow my Instagram page. That's at Kingdom_Chellzzz. That's 2 L's, 3 Z's, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. I got EP out. It's called Open Doors. And just vibe with it, man. It's more music coming. It's more great things coming. And I look forward to just, you know, having y'all be a part of this journey as I live, as I grow, as I fail. Maybe if I succeed, y'all can just be there with me. So that's what it's about. And also, I'm so honored to be here.
Oh my God, I wasn't expecting that.
No, thanks.
Awesome. No, I appreciate you being here. Like, this conversation just reminds me why I do this. You know, to be able to pour and to get poured into. That is that's how I feel. You know, being able to take something away from a conversation, like, that means the world to me. It really does. It does. So I thank you for being here. I'm honored to be here.
No doubt.
Yes, and I thank you guys for staying locked into another episode of Unlock the Keys. Bye. We're gonna have to have some theme music at the end. I don't really dance. I ain't gonna embarrass myself. No.